Yo guys, what's up? I'm Big Bug. Welcome back to another Euro fishing video. First of all guys, please smash that like, that really helps us out. I'm going to show you right here. I caught fishy mcfishface, the £60 common from here, and we caught Scar, the £31 koi from here. And I'm going to share with you exactly what bait I was using and what size hook, rigs, etc. And by the video you'll see the exact spot I was fishing. I hope this helps you out guys. Without further ado, let's crack on. Now, going on everyone's sort of advice and reading in forums and on Facebook pages etc, everyone was using 20mm tiger nuts on here. So I decided on a couple of my rods to use a 15mm high vis pop-up, which is the yellow type pop-up, and this is exactly what I've done. I used that on a, I think it was a size 6 or 4 hook, so quite a big hook still. We'll just chuck these rods out. Now as you can see from this swim, I'm fishing towards the dam. That's it, get that in position. Very nice. Now I've moved around the lake quite a bit. This lake's been fishing quite tough for me lately and friends. As you can see here, the rod rips off. So I settled into this corner after seeing a few fish show. It wasn't sort of super deep, it was around about 10 feet, which is quite shallow for parts of this lake. Parts of this lake are like 40 foot deep in places, so stay away from that bank. Now this is a tough fight this fish gives. I really was giving it some. I knew it was a boss fish, I didn't know if it was a cat. I've also had a lot of problems with fish going on the bank that we all know about, where they sort of start climbing up the mountains etc. Hopefully they'll patch that soon, and I'm sure they will. Just trying to keep him off. I'm keeping the clutch as tight as I possibly can without actually snapping the line, but he's really hogging that far bank. Come on, in you come. As you can see by looking around, there's lots of fish jumping. This fish was caught in the dark, so hence why you're seeing it in the dark. Luckily we got a good bit of moonlight in this video so that you can see exactly what's going on. That's always nice. Sometimes it's pitch black, and when I'm recording I've had to sort of scrap a lot of recorded material because of the fact that it's so dark. Right, come on, in you come. Come on. He's just hogging that far bank still. Like I said, this was on a 15mm high vis pop-up guys, this fish, so come on, that's it, bringing him back towards the middle. No, come back. Now having lost so many fish, it makes the fight a lot more tense. You tend to get nervous when you're hooking good fish, and you know they're good fish because you're worried it's instantly going to head to the car or the local burger stop, like I do say. Come on, in you come. Just keeping that tension real high guys. As you can see on the bottom left hand corner, he's high in the water. He's just about 3 foot, averaging between 1 and 3 feet. Another run now on another rod. Naturally I'm not that interested in it, purely because I know I've got a good fish on. And there you go, in typical Euro fishing style we get a triple take. But we've only got one pair of hands and I'm not going to put this rod down. Come on, in you come. Awesome. Getting him closer. He's in the 8-yard dash, or the danger zone as I like to call it. Awesome. Come on, in you come. Lovely. He's ready for the net. Not too bad. Didn't fight too long, I've got to say. And there it is, 60 pounds of pure fighting machine. What can I say about this fish? An absolute cracker. Fishy mcfishface, £60 on the button. Me and a friend both discussed how we really wanted to catch this fish. So just purely on the namesake, with a name like that, you just got to add it to your list, you know. So that was that fish. That was on the 15mm high vis pop-up, a size 4 or 6. I think it was a size 6 to be fair. So without further ado, the session went on, and we got invited to another session by Deadly Angel and his friend Daniel. And so me and my mate Ben, we sort of jumped in with them. Now, it had fished hard and we'd been getting kicked out of a lot of servers, guys. That's why I'm really struggling to do the bugs and subs live stream, because it constantly shuts the live stream down. So I've got to do it in pre-edited videos until such a time that they patch it. Now, I'd put the 3 rods out on this sort of cliff face. We all know about this cliff face. A lot of people have fished it, and it is a great spot. I found it more productive during the day for me personally. I don't know about you guys. Maybe let me know in the comments below. I'm just putting a bit of spod out on each rod. I've got one on a 18mm activate, one on a high-vis pop-up, and one on a 20mm tiger nut. So we're just spodding out. You can see the spod coming out. When you cast that spod out, guys, make sure you leave it for a little while. Let the food come out of the spod. The spod is like a hollow tube, if you like, almost like a hollow tube. It's like a rocket shape. One end's closed, the other end's open, and you pack your bait in, and when you cast it out, you leave it for a second. You'll see that the sort of top of the spod showing the water there, and then you see it sort of drops the food out the bottom. It's really important to leave that for a good few seconds. So as you can see, we're just sort of putting a bit of spod out. The other guys in the group are starting to catch, which is awesome. This is about the 3rd or 4th session that we had to restart, guys. I've got to tell you, it was a bit of a nightmare, and I'm a bit gutted really that I can't do more sort of bugs and subs for that reason. Alright, it's a real murky brown lake. I'm using the 25-pound braid, guys, the green 25-pound braid, so just be aware of that also. Here we go. This was on the I think this was the 15mm activate. You'll have to just, if you rewind the video back to where I first got the run and went to pick it up, it flashes up in the bottom right hand corner. Feel free to stop the video right there so that you can see exactly what I caught it on. This fish is an awesome fish, and you can tell straight away again that you're into a good fish when you're fighting it. You can tell by the reel tension, the way the fish generally fights. There's my mate Ben there right next to me. Alright Ben, yo! So we're fighting it good. Come on, in you come. Again, you can really feel it on the line. You can tell that it's a good fish. Come on. Get in the net. Look at that, lovely. £20, 11 ounces. I was naturally winding you up about which fish that was at the time. This was on the 20mm tiger nuts, guys. Now, again, you can tell when you've got a good fish because it does fight hard. And this fish had started to make ground on me. If you watch the distance marker on the bottom left hand side, sorry, I couldn't help but put that little joke in for that other little carp. Sorry guys. So this fish has now made 52 yards, and he's still going. He's heading towards the dam. I wasn't too sure, having lost a few fish. I was a bit sort of dubious. And there's Daniel Dan now. Awesome. It's kind of heading towards him, but we are making ground on it. We'll keep the tension high. Like I say, sometimes when you're not catching fish, guys, if you've put a bit of spod out and you're still not catching, time to move. Just keep that. Keep it nice and tight. Very nice. Come on. In you come. Just watching that tension as he comes under the rod tip there. That rod, when they're under that rod tip, such a pain. And there you have a nice mirror carp. That was awesome. I promise you, Fishy McFishface is coming. I can't help it, guys. I've got to wind you up a little bit. I just wanted to show you how the spot was developing. We did catch a lot of little fish throughout the night. And sometimes you got to battle through them fish to get to the boss fish. A lot of you that are experienced in the game will know this. Sometimes you get inundated with bream and tench and roach and small carp before you catch the intended sort of quarry, as it was, the intended fish. We're just smashing the rods back out there. I couldn't help but wind you up, guys. That's why when I was editing the video I thought I'm going to have to leave a couple of small carp in there. So rod number 3 roars off. This one's again on the 20mm tiger nuts, guys. Okay, size 4 hook, blowback rig. And the tiger nuts do produce good fish. The thicker line is supposed to deter small fish, but I wouldn't read too much into that, guys. That thicker line will catch you roach from 1 pound 2 ounces right up to the sort of big fish as it was. Now, as you can tell, this fish is going well. At this point I was getting worried that he was going up the bank. That was a particular spot where I've had a few sort of bigger cats leaving the water and going up that slope on the bank and then onto the path and behind the sort of the green sign, which is a map. We just try to keep him under as much pressure as we can. Here we go. Awesome. Managed to turn him. We're pulling him towards the middle of the lake. I hope they do patch the problems on these lakes, because this truly is a great game, especially if you do love your fishing. And if you don't love your fishing even, a lot of people are saying to me, I don't go fishing, but I'm playing this game because it's really good. I've seen you playing it and it's brilliant, and that is awesome, guys. That is so cool. Come on, in you come. Come on. Now, I was quite surprised when this fish came in, to be honest. I knew it was a good fish. I had no idea which fish it was, obviously. But when I saw that, I knew it was a good fish. And there it is, guys. Look at that. 31 pound, a fish called Scar. Purely love this fish for the pure fact that it is so different. Sorry about the wind up, guys, on the other 2 fish. I couldn't resist. I had to do that to you. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit the like and please subscribe. That'd be really cool. And I'm going to do like a live sort of fishing thing soon, so stay tuned.